asking you at 833-390-KRBE to tell us, what did you want to be when you were a child? Like when you were a kid, you're thinking, when I grow up, I'm going to be. And what did you actually become? Because obviously you're an adult now. Cheryl is up first. We're starting this off at 833-390-KRBE. Hi, Cheryl. Good morning.
Cheryl.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Doesn't sound like a very fun, fast Monday for you, Cheryl.
Yeah.
We're right there with you.
Yeah. Okay, so I I wanted to be, because I was a huge music lover, listened to the radio every morning getting ready for school and all, and I wanted to be a radio DJ.
Oh,
And because I thought I could play any music that I want.
Oh.
How cool is that? Oh my gosh, how hard can that be? No offense to y'all at all, no offense.
Right.
And then I heard myself on a recording, a tape recorder, God forbid, and I thought, my voice is hideous. This is awful. What are you
it's
thinking? And it sounds, but it's just, some people just have a soothing voice that's so calming and so, that's not irritating. And so now I'm a teacher. Here I am.
Wow.
And you speak to hundreds of kids over the course of your career. You'll be speaking to thousands of kids over the course of your career.
And now it's not how you sound, it's what you say.
Yeah,
How you
people
make them
care
feel.
less.
Yep.
They don't really,
Good point.
in the old days, it would be like, the guy with the fantastic voice.
Hey,
you know?
we can make your dream come true. Do you want to come up here and do a shift with us?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You could be
Are you kidding me?
No,
I'm
come on.
shaking. I am shaking. Are you serious?
Yeah,
Y'all
yes.
are crazy.
You can come up here, Cheryl.
I know you're teaching and stuff. There's certain days.
During
but
the summertime.
summertime, you could do it if
Oh
you
my
want.
God.
Yeah.
I'm totally tearing up. Are you serious? Yes, I
Yes.
will. Oh my God.
Oh, yay, Cheryl.
That'd be fun.
On President's Day.
We're going to let you
we're
live
gonna
out
make
your,
a wish right
your
now.
fun dreams. Oh, my gosh, Cheryl. Yes,
Don't
hold
go
on the line. Listen, we're going to get your number off the air. We're going to set this up. You will come here
Oh, my
one
God.
morning, and you will be like a guest DJ with us on the Rule and Ryan Show.
Oh my God.
All right, hold on. Don't
Oh,
go
my
anywhere.
gosh, how fun.
that's a
Oh, my
fun
gosh, you make me
thing.
smile. What a happy
Y'all
Monday.
are oh my God. Thank y'all.
You're welcome. Just real quick, what grade do you teach? I'm just curious, Cheryl.
I retired, so that's the good thing. But I was
Okay.
30.
Okay.
I was 30 years doing elementary. I did kindergarten through fourth grade. Fourth
Wow.
grade is my sweet spot. I love that age kiddos.
Oh, how cute.
And then but I'm all elementary, so I'm the
Okay.
little kid.
So you're used to
Good for
having
you.
people not listen to you and be shuffling around.
Absolutely,
fidgeting like
and
we
I'm
are.
used to and I'm used to saying eyes on me. Okay, hands on top. Everybody
Yes.
stop. That kind of thing.
You're
So
gonna say that to us,
doesn't
too.
always translate to older people. So.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Cheryl, we're so excited for you to do this. Hang on the line. Let me get your information off the air and you will be here on the Roll and Ryan
y'all.
Show.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's going to be
Yay,
fun. That's going to be
Cheryl.
fun.
That's
I really
cute.
Cheryl
like
wanted to
this.
be a radio DJ and she ended up being a teacher for so many years. Now she's
hold on.
retired. And since she was retired, maybe she has a more flexible schedule. We can have her sooner than we think.
Right.
That'd be cool
Okay,
if you're
great.
up this week.
833-390-KRBE is our phone number. Tell us what you wanted to be as a child, thinking when I grow up I want to be this, and what did you actually turn into? We've got Sherry on the line next. Hi, Sherry.
Hi, good morning, y'all.
Good morning. So what'd you want to be when you were a little kid?
So when I was little, I told my mom I was going to be a lawyer. I was going to buy her a Jaguar.
A Jaguar.
Uh-huh. Yeah, but then I ended up being a nanny.
Hey.
Really?
How'd you get into being a
You didn't
nanny?
want to go into law school and all that, or how'd you fall into doing that childcare over law school?
So I've been a nanny for 35 years.
Wow.
Wow.
So when I was in college, they started a new program my second year of college, a nanny program, nanny training program.
Really?
And so my friend told me about, and then I did it started doing that, and then I thought about going back to school, but then I just fell in love with it.
What school did you go to that has a nanny program? I'm so curious.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know if they still offer it, but it was the first year. It was a small junior college in Northeast Oklahoma.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
They
nanny
I got my degree in nannying.
They should.
Yeah, they
That's
should.
it.
That's
Yeah,
great.
it's childcare.
CPR, childcare.
Yeah.
It's like a
Everything.
teacher.
Yep.
Yeah, and one of the I've said this so many times, like off the air, talking to Sam or any new mom. One of the hardest things I've done as a mother is have to try and hire somebody to care for my children while I worked, because it's unearned
Yes.
trust. You don't know that person, but you're about to hand
Exactly.
over everything in your life to that person.
Yep.
You got trust; they're not going to rip
Right.
you off. mistreat your kids, all this stuff. Wow. So from attorney to nanny, and you did it for all those years. That's a total stretch.
The hard part would be like saying goodbye to the kids.
Oh,
It
yeah.
is when they cry at daycare.
And when they grow up,
Yeah.
and you don't see them anymore, or they move
You're not
on.
a part of their life
And you're like-
anymore.
You're part of their whole family, and then you're
And then you're not. Elizabeth is up next. We're asking the question, when you were a child, what did you say, I want to grow up to be this? And what did you actually grow up to be? Hi, Elizabeth. Good morning.
Hi, am I there?
Yes, you're here.
you're here.
Hi,
You're
welcome
here.
to the Rule and Ryan
Oh,
Show.
my God.
Yay!
Good morning. I just love y'all.
Oh, that's so sweet. We love you too.
When I was growing up, I was dead set to be a veterinarian. I even volunteered at a vet clinic. And here I am as a crime scene investigator instead.
Whoa. I bet those are some interesting stories at
I'd
dinner.
love to do a whole segment with you.
that's cool.
How'd you fall into that? How'd you go from
Yeah.
wanting to be a veterinarian to crime scenes?
Oh, gosh, I just loved veterinary work. I loved animals. And then I actually took a forensic science class my senior year in high school. And when I say I, fell in love with the subject, senior year, you're kind of like, whatever, I'm going to blow off class. I went to class every single day. I absolutely loved it. I wanted to learn more. So I was like, this is what I'm meant to do. So I majored in forensics and then started working at police department as a dispatcher and then moved over to crime scene.
What is something that we would be surprised that, like you,
That's
even you
crazy.
watching movies and podcasts, listening to them? What is something we'd be shocked to know about your job?
It's all lies. Nothing on TV is true. It's all
They do.
fake.
Not even
Wow.
Dexter?
I'm sorry to break your bubble or bust your bubble, but yeah, everything on TV is not accurate. I love true crime podcasts. Those are really great. But yeah, those
What's
crime
an
scene
example
TV
of something that
shows.
we've seen that is like a total falsity? I assume it's like blood splatters on the wall can tell you what happened, and that's fake. Or what drives you the craziest? Like for us, it's headphones on a DJ. DJs have to wear headphones to talk, and nobody wears headphones on radio stuff.
Yeah.
Give us an example of one of the big ones.
So a big one is that there's not experts at every single agency. So blood spatter, like Dexter, that's completely false. Like if there was blood spatter at a scene, we would have to call in an expert from possibly another state to look at the photos. It's not like they just show up on scene and are like, oh, it came from this angle. It's actually a lot of physics.
Gotcha.
And
Okay.
they have to take all of that back to their office and do calculations and things like that. And not just that, like latent prints and things like that. You have to send those off. It's not something you can just look at and it gets determined in a few seconds. And crimes don't get solved in an hour.
Yeah.
It takes years.
What about
It's tired.
like a lot of times
That's true.
they'll turn off the
30
lights,
minutes.
they'll make it dark, and they use that little light to show their
black light?
Yeah, the black light to see any kind of
Yeah,
stains.
Yeah, luminol, that's a thing, but also that's a very false thing. It actually only stays lit for a few seconds.
Oh.
So you only have like a few seconds to take photos and it has to be completely dark, no light.
And you can see, can you see chlorine? Like you say, you don't want to, they're trying to cover up a murder.
Like bleach?
Yeah, they bleach it. Can you see that stuff? I mean, obviously you could smell it.
Yeah, you can smell it. Usually it's smelling. But a big thing, too, is it's so much grosser than it is on TV. Like TV, they have makeup and they're posed on the ground versus when they're smelly, it's gross.
Oh,
it's not
Yeah.
Well,
for
yeah.
That'd be a tough,
yeah.
that'd be a tough
You have to
job.
have a strong stomach for this job, for
Yep.
sure. And they definitely don't tell you that.
And how many years have you been a crime scene investigator, Elizabeth?
I've been a crime scene investigator for about 6 years.
Do you wear sunglasses and do puns after everything? Like,
Yeah, that too. I don't wear heels to crime scenes. I'm in combat boots and cargo pants. Sorry to break it to
I
y'all.
can just see
Because you don't know what you're going to step on.
ticket's
or
been
step in.
punched.
oh,
Whoa. Okay, Elizabeth, we're getting your number off the air. You're going in the Rolodex.
yeah.
Yes.
We need to have
a
some
raw
interesting
feed.
conversation with
Yay.
you. Hang on the line.
We'll do a True Crime Tuesday with you.
Yeah, that'd be
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, that'd be fun.
Take the Rule and Ryan Show with Eric right into the office with you when you stream KRBE at your desk at KRBE.com.
Said this at one point in our life to our mate. Hey, at least I don't do that.
At least I don't do this. So 713-390-KRVE. What is it you feel like you should get credit for not doing? One person texted, when I get mad at my husband for drinking a lot at home, he says, well, at least I'm not drinking out. No, sir, I need you to be functional if an intruder breaks into the house. Exclamation point, she
That
said.
is true, though. You're saving money. You're not, like Sam loves to go out back when she wasn't pregnant.
Yeah.
Right.
And you'd go out to bars and places.
How much
and
money do you
drink.
think
I'm
you
just like,
wasted?
man, that's a lot of money.
Well, see, the thing is now, instead of me drinking, now I get food. And I feel like food can be more expensive than beer. So I think I think we're breaking even, to be
breaking
honest.
Yeah, so if you had two
Just two
beers
beers.
versus like,
When
whatever
you go
the
out,
wings
though,
cost.
are you
Yeah.
doing
drink.
stuff like you're playing cornhole or darts or something?
Or you just hanging
or
out
you
in the atmosphere.
You
Just
like
sitting around.
It's
Jules?
normally the atmosphere because Misty comes with us, our little dog. So Mark and I it's like date night. Like every single time Mark and I go out, just us two, it's just date night. It's just nice to catch up and just spend time
And
together.
the next time there'll be a little stroller next to you
Yep.
at that
oh,
bar.
absolutely.
Stroller at the bar.
Breweries are totally
There are a lot of
babe-friendly.
family-friendly breweries, apparently,
Yes.
from what I've learned in the last 2 weeks.
And there's a
Except
stroller
for when
now
they're
that's
running around.
remote control stroller.
Yeah, that's. I remember
Yeah.
when
There
my
is?
daughter was born,
You have to
and
push
it's like she's newborn.
Oh
we
my
just have her little
gosh.
carrying case. Like, this is so easy. This isn't going to change our lives at all.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you wait a couple of months until you got to start like fussing with them in the restaurant.
Wait, I missed this note. There's a remote control
Yeah, look it up.
stroller now?
There's in the prep and stuff the last 2 days.
I don't think I'd want that though.
You can
It's
just
like the
walk
Tesla
ahead.
for strollers?
Yeah.
Tesla for babies? I don't know, officer. The
Yeah, I'm not
stroller
taking
went
my
rogue.
hand. I'm not taking my hands
I don't think the
off
baby.
that stroller.
Yeah, I don't think when the baby's in it, it must feel the weight. It won't go by itself.
Okay.
Thank
But like when you're walking and you got the baby or something.
Well, listen, I will tell you that the
Take it for
one thing
groceries.
everyone has like those ideas. You wish that you could have created this, and nobody still has. When I used to go to Memorial Park, and I would see people pushing strollers, and then I had my own kids, and I would want to go for a walk in like an actual exercise walk. It is impossible. You cannot jog with one hand on the stroller. I was like, can't they invent like some contraption where you put like a weight belt on or something with some kind of like a solid stick that holds the stroller straight, so you can be like this, and the stroller's not going all
Yeah.
over the trail. Like,
can't
don't
walk
they
with-
have something like that?
You can't put two hands on. That seems like it'd be
No,
easier.
because when you're working out or you want to walk, your arms need
You
to
can
move.
walk. You don't have to run with the stroller. The best shape I was ever
You
in my
walk
entire life
faster?
was when my daughter was a newborn and I pushed her in that stroller.
I don't want to hear that. Best shape in your whole life is when your daughter's a newborn. Most people can't get any sleep.
Yeah.
they're working on
The only
coffee
way to
grounds
get- the only way to
24/7.
get her to go to sleep was to push her in that thing.
Brittany's up first. Hi, Brittany. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
The question is, what do you want credit for not doing? Is it you or your spouse? Or your mate?
It's my spouse.
Okay. What is it?
So he's into race cars. Like him and his group of friends, they build these race cars. They take them to the track. So
Wow.
he's like Amazon Prime for race car parts. So I'm pretty
Wow.
sure we keep like Summit Racing and Thompson Motorsports in business. But he always tells me like these packages just come to the house, and some of them are heavy, and I'm like, I don't know how to get this in the garage. Like it's a massive amount of packages. And he's like, hey, it could be worse. I could be a drug addict. Like, I could do worse things.
At least I don't do drugs.
That's a terrible thing. It's like, well, at least I'm not a murderer.
Yeah, that's true. But it's expensive,
It's like
I bet.
wheels. You should see me trying to get, like, he orders, like, new wheels and tires. You know, they have, like, the big race tires. And I'm, like, wheeling them into the garage. Like, I don't even know. Like, we have so much stuff just piled up.
You don't put the
He's like,
tires in
"I'm
a
gonna put it
box?
on-" No, they're usually just
I think
out.
is this like a man thing? You know how men and women
That's an
have their
expensive
different
hobby.
gripes about each other? There are a lot of men who like to buy things like that. Maybe I know some.
Yes.
And, you know, you're like, this is great. This is great. And then you're like, it's been sitting in the garage for like a year.
Or hobbies, like, right? I mean, Tassos, I bet he gets into a lot of hobbies for a while.
My husband
But
goes
he
all
goes,
in.
he has to buy the top of the line. Like,
Yeah,
if
he's
in-
all in. If he's going to do it,
We
he's
play
going
golf. All of a
in.
sudden, he's got the best golf clubs.
Yes.
If he goes to hunting, he'll have the best gun.
Oh,
But then he'll
man.
quit after
Well,
like 6 months.
The fishing, the tackle box.
What's
I'm like,
worse?
what is this thing?
What's
is
worse?
that him and his friends are all into this together. So if, like, one of them does an upgrade on their car, it's like, oh, I need that. Like,
Oh,
my
yeah.
car's got to be faster than his.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
that's got to be annoying.
And then does he actually like go to a track and race the car?
That's
or
what
is it
she
all
said.
about wanting to race the car?
So our friends do go to, like, HMP right there. I don't remember the road it's off of. It's, like, in Humble area.
Mm-hmm.
And they do race vehicles, which my husband's working on his. He hasn't taken it to the track yet because
Okay.
it hasn't I mean, he just put a brand new motor in it. I mean, he's
That's what I'm saying.
upgrading all
Like,
this
they're
stuff.
spending all the money to upgrade, and then you actually never
Is
use
it boring
it.
when he talks to you about it, though? Like at dinner table, and you're like, if you're not into it, you're like, oh, I don't care about the muffler, Ford carburetor, or whatever.
So, like, at New Year's Eve, we all got together, like, all of our group of friends, and it's like everything was going great, and then it was like it turned car talk. And I'm like, okay, I have no idea what we're talking about. Like, he's talking about upgrading a fuel system, and it needs to get more boost or some kind of air cooling thing. I don't know.
Can I ask you
But,
how
yeah,
much money does he lay down on this? This sounds like a very expensive hobby.
It is. I know to upgrade the fuel system, which is what he wants to do next, I think it's about $6,000.
$6,000.
I think
How much do you think he's sunk
cocaine
into
might be
this?
cheaper.
Yeah, at least I'm not.
I
How
don't
much do you
even
think
know
he's?
how much
You think he's
has
sunk
this
in
car.
like $30,000 into this?
To buy the car initially, I think we spent like $45,000 on the car initially, and then yes, and it sits in the garage. We barely drive it, and then all the parts that he's put on it. I know we just spent about Thompson Motorsports for his new motor. I think that was like $15,000.
Holy crap!
Does he just sit around like the garage with a beer and just look at it? And, like, wax it?
He
You know?
has a
on,
TV in
wax
the
off.
garage.
Yeah.
So
He has what in the garage?
Like
A TV.
he
Oh,
has
yeah.
a TV in the garage. So like when he's working on stuff, he can do like YouTube and stuff. Like, oh hey, let's YouTube this and see
Does
what
he
we
have
So wait, can you
Instagram?
not
No.
actually use your
Yeah.
own garage for your cars because this thing is taking up all the space and you have to park on the street or something? Because that would kill
Well,
me.
we have a really long driveway, but yes, the car is in the garage. My car is in the driveway.
Can we see it? Do you have like Instagram?
He does.
Oh, what is it?
He has. I'd have to text it to you. I don't know it off the top
All right, go
of
to
my
the
head.
text number and
Yeah.
text it. I want to
And
see
listen, Brittany, one person texted us, "Hey, don't mess with our car parts. Y'all buy way more beauty stuff."
Yeah, but Rula,
Oh, yeah.
it sounds to me like I think it's a safe bet to say he's dropped at least $70,000 on this.
Well, it sounds like over time, yeah, you probably would. And
People
it's
do that
a
for
hobby.
their hobbies.
Yeah, it's a hobby.
Oh, you guys just try to make a
Well,
beer,
Brittany,
beer
that's funny.
kits?
At least I'm not a drug dealer. At least I'm not a drug
Drug
dealer.
addict.
Drug addict. That's right.
Drug dealer, you'd make
yeah,
money.
you'd make
Yeah,
money.
that would work out
Brittany,
well.
thanks for calling
You
the
can pay
show.
for
You
it.
have a
Go to
great
jail.
day.
We're asking the question, is anybody out there willing to admit, you know what? I get paid too much.
Yeah, who says that? Yesterday's story was about the negative things that we say constantly to ourselves in our own heads, and the number one thing was, "I don't make enough money."
And nobody.
Everybody feels
I
that
don't care.
way.
You could be a CEO of some big company making $12 million a year. And
You always
you're
want
like,
more.
I should be
15
making
million.
15.
So the question then came up: anybody listening who would actually say, "I make too much. I make too much money."
I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to tell them. And
Yeah, but
and
you,
pay for it.
secretly you're
That's the
thinking
less.
like, I don't really do that much, and they're paying me a lot of money.
Well, we thought that we'd get maybe one call. We got two.
Oh, wow.
Two people are willing to admit that they get paid too much.
Yeah.
Let's find out what they do and how much they get paid. Hi, Bill. Good morning. Welcome to the Rula and Ryan Show.
Good morning.
Hello. Wow, you sound real serious. You sound real serious.
Probably trying to change his voice.
Yeah.
This is not me.
So, Bill, you would check that box. You'd feel like, wow, I get paid a lot of money for this, or I get paid too much for this. What is this? What do you do?
Unfortunately, I do check that box. So for those people out there that live in the world of technology, I actually charge for lunch. And I'll disclose the amount in a second. But I charge to help educate CEOs, CTOs, directors, and they literally pay me to help them understand the technology. So then when they're sitting down with their people, they don't feel
Dumb.
dumb. Sure, we'll use that word. Uneducated.
Uneducated,
yeah.
maybe.
How do people find you?
they'll
Like,
help-
how do you even get that job? How do people find you to hire you for that?
Word of mouth.
Word of mouth.
There's no advertising for that. Yeah. So, been doing it for actually 30 plus years. And,
Wow.
I actually have clients in Houston as well as outside of Houston.
What kind of lunches are we talking about? We're talking like
Fancy fans?
fancy dinners? Or you just going to like Taco Bell?
No,
Not Taco Bell.
no.
You have like a
Um,
Jason's
so-
Deli sandwich? Jimmy John's?
No, we've a lot of times we'll have lunch. Everything from a sit down somewhere to playing catch up in a small somewhere to we've rented a room that you would use for doing a seminar in, just as a conference room that's fully catered.
So you're trying to bring them up to speed with the verbiage, the terms, the things that they should know in their position. How much are you going to charge them?
So it's not just the verbiage. It's also the new technologies that are coming out, as well as the new services from companies like XYZ. And I'm not going to say different vendors because
sure.
So I charge upwards of almost $5,000 an hour.
Whoa!
Wow.
$5,000 an hour. So in an hour, they actually get enough information that justifies the $5,000?
No. So it's $5 an hour. That doesn't mean we sit for only an hour. There are some sessions where we will sit for an hour. Some sessions will sit for 3 and 4.
Okay, so how many of these
I didn't
clients?
know what your degree was.
But think
and
about
I've got to tell my kid to go
needs
into
to know
this.
all
Yeah,
this
they
stuff.
need to know this stuff, and
right.
he's got the knowledge.
Sure.
How
So-
many of these do you do a week?
So I have lunch at least 3 to 4 times a week. And in some cases, when I'm traveling to New York, I have people actually on my schedule and LA on my schedule weeks in advance.
Now, and people don't ever balk at the 5,000. Like, how'd you come to the 5,000 number an hour? Like, why not 2,000?
So-
Why not 7,000?
So to be quite honest, my number was much lower back in the day. And what I found out was it's supply and demand. It's what is somebody willing to pay versus the services you're rendering. And just like any other product out there, my goal is to make business better. And when somebody is willing to spend X amount of dollars and your demand and supply are at an equilibrium that you're happy with, that's the number you're at.
Are they paying out of their own pocket, or is their company paying for it?
That is not my concern.
Yeah, he just gets the check.
Because
Makes
that's my
sense.
thing. 'cause
Wow,
if
so
the company's
basically you're
paying,
like a tech tutor.
a coach, you're
So-
a consultant.
So I will give you my background. So I have a BBA and MIS, which is basically the business side of technology. I also have a law degree. So
Okay.
a lot of my advisement goes into not only what you do with new technology, but the legal ramifications of said technology in the line of business and the location in which you're doing business.
But I say, good for you, man. I think you're earning that money.
Yeah.
I feel smarter
don't
just
feel bad
talking to
about
you
that.
now. And that was free.
Hey, could you share with us what do you pull down a year, you think?
So last year, which I only worked half the year, was $2.5 million.
Holy crap.
Wow.
Now,
In case you're just
Do you
tuning
need
in.
an assistant? My
So,
name
Rilla-
is Sam.
Yes. and real quick,
Or
Bill,
your
let me
dog
reset
walked.
because some people just tuned in. We asked the question, who's willing to admit that maybe they get paid too much for what they do? And you said absolutely you do. You get paid $5,000 an hour for basically training CEOs on tech, but you have a lot of background and knowledge, and these sessions you go all over the
Have
country.
you ever thought about training other people, like getting a group, and then they work under you, and like they charge $5,000, but you get to keep like $3,000 of it?
And you don't do any of
So
it.
here's
Even
so
more.
here's the trick to this. As you guys know, even in radio, it's quality of product, right? So you guys do what you do, and you're good at it. The problem is, even if you train somebody to be good, the product that you deliver has to be above expectations. Otherwise, you don't retain that business.
That's true.
So even if I were to train other
You
people,
don't trust them.
somebody
Yeah, I
isn't
hear
going
you.
to deliver what I'm delivering, and
Right.
the knowledge and how I deliver is actually the product.
Yeah.
So that's the intellectual property.
And
We
you'll
don't
water
usually share
down
that.
your product if you do that.
That's
And,
awesome.
and I assume they pay for
Exactly.
your travel and they pay for your hotel when they make you go places.
Absolutely. And real, I'm going to tell you, this is your favorite part. They also pay for lunch.
Nice.
Wait, say it again?
They also pay for lunch.
They also pay
Oh,
for
they
They
lunch.
also
pay for lunch.
They pay for the
Well, yeah, I can imagine
I would eat
that.
slow since it's per hour. I'll be like,
Yep.
let me
Let's
keep
take
chewing.
an intermission.
Stop.
Use the restroom. I'll be right back.
Wow,
my God.
that's really amazing. Can you have a personal life from this kind of job, Bill? It sounds like you're constantly traveling. Like, are
Plus,
you
you
married?
gotta learn about
Do
new
you have-
technology. You got to know everything.
Yeah. Can you
So
have a personal life?
I am married. We have a great personal life. We travel, take vacation, just like anybody else. And the best part about it is, in some cases, when I'm in New York, my wife comes with me. When we're in different parts of different, and I'm trying not to divulge places I go
Sure, sure,
to,
sure,
It's
sure.
to
okay.
help protect those
Oh,
people.
wow, that's really
Um,
something.
Yeah. So yeah.
How many square feet is your house?
No.
Just kidding. Okay, Bill, we're going to let you go.
Bill,
Thank you
that's
so much for
fantastic.
calling. I didn't even know that job existed.
Remember, we were in a
But
meeting
Thanks so much for the information, man. You have a great day. Thanks for
at a
listening.
convention like
Thank you
10
so much.
years ago.
Take care.
Thanks,
Bye.
Bill. And the person
That's cool.
was teaching social media.
Yeah.
And what did that person say, Rula, about social media?
I really don't remember.
Like,
I do. She's like, it's the Wild West show. We really don't know what we're talking about.
Oh, that lady.
But we can say
Oh,
whatever we want.
100%.
And they're making.
She was like,
bank.
CEOs hire me, and they don't know anything. And so I tell them what I'm telling them, and I don't even know what I'm talking about, but they believe me because
I'm
they
just
don't
making
know.
this up as I go
Because
along.
most people don't really
She
know.
said that. She said that.
It's like consultants in radio. They don't really know what the hell they're talking about. They just talk a good game. They have good graphics.
Throw in the spaghetti.
Well,
Pass
that's
it
the
over
thing.
walls,
If you
see what
hire a
sticks.
consultant, nothing is going to be perfect. There's got to be something wrong with what you're doing. Otherwise, they don't have a job.
You take care of a lot before most people even hit snooze.
Take the rest of the morning to laugh at us. The Rula and Ryan Show with Eric is live on your smart speaker. Just tell it to play KRBE.